Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome. Today I find myself in the Akizuki, having ground all the way back up to this ship. I'm basically working on my 800% bonuses so I can get the Kitakaze again, because of course I'm on the ×2 research run. Every time the research bureau comes around with the ×2 bonus at the bottom of the tech tree, I like to use any of my free XP to boost that as much as possible, up to ×3 or ×4 or more, if depending on how much free research I've got or free XP I've got. Yeah. And this gives me a good excuse to play what I consider to be one of the best tier 8 gunboats in the game. I mean, for its tier, you get almost the same firepower as a Kitakaze. The only real difference between this one and the Kitakaze, apart from speed and maneuverability, is the reload. The Kitakaze has a faster reload, and that's mostly down to the fact that it's got a 6th slot that you can slot the reload module into. Now, of course, this being arms race, what I'm trying to do is light targets on my team whilst looking out for the enemy DDs. Should we give my position away if I fire on him? And I haven't been lit yet. I'll keep the element of surprise going. I suspect someone will want the damage buff. And the Asashio B's heading for the reload buff. Not as fast as I would like. Just going to smoke up here, do a bit of farming. There's the Otago. Asashio B's heading for the reload buffer. No sign of the enemy destroyers whatsoever at the moment. What a strange game. Okay, got another fire on the Bismarck. He's got 2 fires going on him at the moment. Those fires look perm. Weird. No, he's put his fires out. Okay. I imagine one of those fires came from the Iparanga. That's with the Asashio B. And just above my position, I've got their Akizuki, who's smoking up and farming our North Carolina and our Bismarck. Okay, as they push up the map. Getting some hits on the Iparanga. But you see, I'm going to have to give him about 16 to 18 lead on the gun sight if I want to land any shells on him. That said, it's not difficult really. You can always zoom in, zoom out a bit, and until you're comfortable with where the sight's at. That's why I like using the Smart Horizon sight. Otago. Oh no, we just lost our Asashio. Now our Iparanga pushed in a little too early. Okay. Some hits from the Hawk there. Bismarck had him lit there briefly. There's going to be an Asashio around here somewhere. I imagine he's going to push south. At least I hope so. I really hope so. Walk again. Now I'm lit, which tells me the Asashio must be around here somewhere. No, it's the Bismarck. Bismarck had me lit. Okay. Good to know. Asashio and Iparanga and Hawk are all pushing south. And I must have a death wish. Alright. Those are for the Hawk. Oh, he's gunning for me. Interesting. Just going to move away. Might be able to clip him with one of those torps. Yeah. And we got flood. Good. That definitely makes my life a lot easier. Try and farm him down. Iparanga's secondaries. God damn, those things are long range. He's at 12.6 and shooting me with secondaries. God damn it. Must have popped his green button. Wait for it. That there. Hopefully he'll push into those while he's getting the damage buff. We shall see. Alright, gonna move away. He parked it behind the island. Yeah, he parked it. Okay. Yeah. Just gonna smoke up here because he's lit by the North Carolina. We should be able to finish him off. Going to use the AP. And there we go. Huh. Good prediction. He hit me pretty hard in my smoke. Funny. Okay, onto the Bismarck. See if we can get this guy. Weird. And there's our friend in the Iparanga, who's chasing our cruiser. That's weird. North Carolina's blocking the cap, which is very important. I mean, in arms race, that cap shrinks if the enemy team captures it. And they get points at an alarmingly fast rate. So you really want to stall it whenever possible. And if possible, capture it for your team. Push or bully the enemy team off it. So, yeah, okay. Gonna go and see if I can sniff out this Asashio. Be able to pick up the damage buff. If I was in the Asashio though, I might be tempted to go for the damage buff. I think the Iparanga's pushing in, so we're gonna do some preemptive torps. Yeah. I'll hold on to those. Might need them. Okay, let's grab the buff. Of course, this immediately gives the Asashio player a rough idea of where I am. But that's okay. That's okay. He's moved off cap. Or has he? He moved off cap and then he realised he needed a blockage, so he moved back on. But it looks like he moved back off. He's just north of the Carolina in that cloud of smoke just ahead of me there. That's where the Asashio's camped at the moment. Right on the edge of the cap, stalling it for his team. Iparanga took out the North Carolina, really? Oh god. Okay, it's going to be one of those. One of those games. And there's an Otago to think about in here as well. But I've got a Bismarck with me. And our cruiser is still playing games with the Iparanga. The Iparanga must be really annoyed with our cruiser. Here he is. There's the Asashio. He's got considerably more health than we have, but we do outgun him somewhat. Okay, try and avoid those. No, he hit me pretty hard. Okay, I think we got him. Yeah. Okay. Right. Good, good, good. Something I like about the Akizuki. She does get a lot of hit points. I mean, we get a base of 22,000, something like that, with flags 24,400, which is nice to have. With the right captain skills, that's a nice health pool. You can do quite a lot with it. Okay, so just the Iparanga and the Otago. No sign of the Otago at all. Bizarrely. The guy's decided to stay dark. He could have tipped the fight in his destroyer's favour if he joined in when I was on the Asashio. But I guess he's too far away to care. Maybe. Okay, we've almost got the cap. If we get this, we basically win unless they do something about it. Because this is going to start giving us points very fast indeed. Still no sign of the Otago. Okay, there we go. See, points start to climb. 10, 10, 10. 10 points a second pretty much. That's quite a tick. Okay, picking up another buff. The Iparanga is still dueling our cruiser. I don't know where you get these flares from, man. I mean, well played, cruiser, for keeping him busy that long, Mr. DE7. Well played, because you must have really got under his skin. Been spamming him hard with HE, right? And bombers. Ah, my goodness. And still no sign of the Otago. Weird. Yeah, he's got him burning nicely, hasn't he? Oh, he put the fires out. Oh, that would have been my opportunity to get some perm fires on him. But that's it. You see what happens if they ignore the cap in the middle? That was quick. Yeah, it's over very fast if you let the other team cap. It's always over very fast. Okay, so how did we do? 361,000 credits. Top of the team, 1,852 XP. Okay, gonna have to compliment you because you played very well. Don't know what the Otago was thinking. He was AFK, a bot, no idea. Very weird, strange game. Okay, there's a look at the spread of the damage. Okay, you know what? Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Okay, we're on mountain range. It's arms race, and I'm in the Akizuki. Let me see. We've got a L'Aventura. Montpellier, which is basically a Cleveland. Okay. Massachusetts, Ipiranga, and Akai. And the other team is an Ipiranga, a Bismarck, a Richelieu, Westbach, a Kid, and a La Fantasque. The La Fantasque is going to be problematic. Really depends on what the play is, but it's arms race, so there's a certain predictability to his play. I play a lot of French DDs myself, and if he's any good, he's probably going to want to rush the buffs, namely the regen buff, but he might want to try and get them both. And he knows I'm in a really slow destroyer, so let's try and use that against him. And he can do almost 54 knots, so he beats us by almost 20 knots. Okay. The Venturer has decided to go right. Okay, that's another French boat, but it's on the torpedo boat line. They're not bad, actually. They're not bad boats. The guns aren't terrible for a torpedo boat. Actually worth building into slightly. More of a hybrid build, really. Okay, I'm going to stick a smoke on the corner of this island for our Cleveland or our Montpellier. Yeah. Theory being that I'm going to see a La Fantasque shooting across here in a minute, so yeah, that could happen. Right, the trap is set. As long as my cruiser friend plays along. I'm surprised he's not already here, to be honest with you. Ah, yeah. He took an interesting route in, but there he is. He's trying to ambush me. Pretty much succeeded as well. It's a good ambush. It's a very good ambush. Now, any second now, the Cleveland or Al Montpellier is going to start shooting at him. Any second now. Any second now. Any second now. Okay. Interesting. Going to switch to the HE. We just nailed him hard with a load of AP while he was showing us some side. Here come the torpedoes. This really hurt. This hurt a lot. But then I kind of expected to, because he would have used his reload booster on me. Okay, that's that's a La Fantasque dealt with. But I'm almost out of the match. Oh god, that really hurt. Okay, let me explain. I'm going to flip and kill this guy. Yeah. You dreadful playmate. When you smoke a Cleveland or a Montpellier, you kind of expect them to shoot at your target. You kind of expect them to take out the destroyer with you. I did 21,828 to that destroyer, which is about his hit point pool. I've got no spotting damage in the top right corner, which means our friend there in the Cleveland or Montpellier didn't hit the Fantasque once during the entire exchange. In fact, he didn't hit anything because I have no spotting damage. Oh my god. So I just wasted a smoke basically on a teammate that doesn't know how to play. Oh god. Okay, well, this is the player base these days. I should show a little bit more restraint. I should be a little bit more patient. But I don't have any karma, so I don't see why he should, right? Because I get marked down for good play by my fellow teammates. It's such a toxic environment these days. Doesn't seem to matter what you do, people give you negative karma. Okay, the West Baden. Yeah, I got that wrong, didn't I? Anyway, we're assisting in taking him down. He pushed straight into us. A very bad play from him. Okay, now we're going to fire on the Richelieu. Should be able to get some fires on him. Don't see why not. We're well positioned. But we've got no buffs. I would really like to pick up a regen buff at some stage, but it depends how the game pans out. There is one next to me. Someone's going to pick that up, surely. Is our light cruiser going to redeem himself by picking that up for me? I don't know. Oh, he's using rudder shift while reversing. And makes for an interesting target. You see how the Richelieu was weaving there. That's okay. Now I'm aware of what he's up to. We should be able to manage that. Yeah, there we go. There's another fire. Yeah, and our light cruiser picked up the regen buff. Okay, well, you're partially forgiven. You're partially forgiven for that. Okay, we got an Iparanga on my left side, and of course the Richelieu on the right. Oh, wait. Where did that come from? Bismarck, mid. Okay. Gonna reverse to Jink. Then Jink forward. And we should vanish. There we go. Managed to avoid all of that. And we're not here anymore. Okay. I got a little greedy there. But fortunately, with the regen buff and my health pool being quite high anyway, we've got away with it. Just going to torpedo the Iparanga if I can. Going straight into torpedo boat mode now. And this is what makes these gunboats great, because the torpedoes are actually very, very strong. 20k a pop. Can't complain, really. 10-kilometer range. And you've only really got to hit with one for it to have been a good launch. And yeah, I don't think the rear two are going to get him, but I think that front one is. I don't think he can avoid that, really. Yeah. And he gets a flood. Really clapped him hard there. And he's, again, feeding. He's literally feeding. He's going straight into 2 battleships, 3 battleships and a cruiser. Because we're all bunched up in a ball here. Okay. I think the second spread wasn't bad either. I think we might have caught him with one of those, but he's out of there. Montpellier finished him off. Okay, good. So you can hit battleships. Good to know. Just can't hit destroyers for shit, right? Honestly, maybe he was so shocked that someone was helping him that his aim went to shit, right? There we go. We get a high caliber. So we got first blood, high caliber. Right on the edge of my smoke there. Don't really want to come out right now. And I'm right on the end of it as well. But that's a good thing against a Bismarck. That's a good thing. Because Bismarcks are fast. And Bismarcks have hydro. And it's not unheard of for the destroyers to get caught in hydro by a Bismarck. It happens a lot. Caught in their smoke by a Bismarck hydroing is what I'm trying to say there. Sorry, I'm quite excited here. This is quite an exciting game. I'm getting to show off the Akizuki's ability. Quite well. Okay, we got a fire on him. That's great. Okay. Smoke's about to wear off, so I want to stay dark this time, so let's do that. Let's stay dark. If I fire, the Richelieu's going to spot me, and then the Bismarck's going to shoot back at me or hit me with his secondaries, or both. And I'm still very low health. It's coming up to 5k health back. Which isn't great. I must admit. I'm a bit worried about the kid. Don't know where he is. He was last spotted all the way over at E7. F7. I've got that ship, and I can tell you that he has heals. So he's going to be pretty healthy. Healthier than me. That's for sure. Okay, team's having a crack at the Richelieu. Iparanga took out the Bismarck. And now, because it's arms race, we really need to contest the point in the middle. Very important to stop them capping, because once that's capped, they get 10 points every 10 seconds, which is a little scary. So we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh god, the kid. Uh-oh. I was not expecting to find him there. This is bad. This is really bad. And he's smoked up. I'm trying to move away. I'd like to go dark. The Richelieu's getting his revenge. Oh no. He hit me pretty hard, the Richelieu. I did not expect the kid to do that. That was very bold of him. I'd have probably stayed the other side of the island. Was not expecting such a bold play from the kid. Well played, sir. Very well played. That caught me completely by surprise. So she's a good ship, the kid. I do have a video or two on that destroyer, because she is a jack of all trades, sort of, but she's quite tanky. She's got health repair. She's got repairs. She's got health restorers. And she gets heals. There she goes. Right, okay. She gets heals. So it cost him in the end. It was a little bit too bold, but you knew the game was over anyway, so worthy adversary. Well played, mate. Very well played indeed. And I don't blame you, Richelieu, for having a crack. I kind of deserved that. And down he goes. But pretty good game. Pretty good game. We got 130,694 damage down, which was nice. We got to solo Le Fantasque, which was interesting. I don't recommend that, by the way. But yeah, okay. So we got a Confederate, we got a First Blood, and we got a High Caliber. And if we look at the team scores, yep, top of the team with 1,793 XP. Iparanga played well. Okay, 21k on the Fantasque. That was all me with my HE. And 7k of that was AP. Okay, 42,819 on the Bismarck. 26k of that was fires. Okay, the Richelieu, 27,000. Again, 17k of that was fires. No wonder he was angry at me. 20,000 on the Iparanga. That was mostly torpedo. And the West Baden, that was all HE. And on the kid, that was all HE, 7,469. 130,695 total, 64,000 from the main battery, 56,000 from high explosive shells, 7k from AP, 11k from torpedoes, 54,877 of which 46,000 was fires, and 8,000 was floodings. My goodness. Wow. Wow. Okay, we had the 40% credit booster on, and we made 317,000 credits. I was also going for captain points because I want to get this guy to 21 points. 800% booster on that, so we got 28,555. Bit of free research. Okay, that was great. Let's continue this. Let's do another one. Ooh, uh-oh. CV alert. Okay, so the game's decided to give us a CV to worry about. Okay, fine. We've got a Lightning. I mean, Lightning is a pretty good ship for getting me caught out and killed, so I have to be a little bit careful around the Lightning. He's got all the toys to make my life miserable. He's got hydro, he's got short path smoke, he's got better conceal, considerably better conceal actually. So we need to be a little bit cautious at the start of this game until we know where the Lightning is, of course. See how the fleet's panning out. Carrier's to my right. And he's probing C. So it's C it is. Let's go C. I'll head towards B, see if I can light some stuff. And then I'll move across. Try, no, it's too late to try and to avoid being lit by the Hornet. But what we can do is make them think I'm going B. She's got pretty good AA for her tier. Should be able to shoot most of these planes down. Except the ones that matter. Of course. Sorry, Sherberg. Okay, they've got 2 battleships coming C. So Bismarck and Ipiranga. Their mains and their Hawk look like they're heading towards A. Good chance the Lightning's going either A or C. It's definitely not going... Oh no, something's capping B. Okay. Alright, let's bail. Pretty good chance that's the Lightning. So we'll move across. Should get to see the battleships around about now. Yep, there they are. Just having to be cautious here and make sure I don't get spotted by anything on B. Okay. Alright, let's put some torps down for these guys. I want to try and push them off if I can. Push them back. Ipiranga's turned around and is heading in the other direction. He's bailed. Interesting. So it's just a Bismarck to worry about. So, why did he bail? No idea. I would have said the Lenin, but the Lenin's heading towards A on his own. Our Ipiranga's all the way down at I7? Really? Okay, we got a hit on the Bismarck. That's good. Can we get a second one? Ah, he's found a gap, hasn't he? Yeah, he's found a gap. Okay, good for him. I think we can assume he's got his hydro on. So he's going to be pushing my smoke with 5-kilometer hydro, so we don't want him to get to 5 kilometers or he'll see us. I can use the back tail edge of this smoke to shoot him and stay hidden. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Gonna stay dark. Okay, I've captured the objective. I can get out now. The Brandenburg is engaging with the Sherberg, so they should be able to maintain the cap control. And I'll support. I'll just back off and support. 5.1, that was cutting it a bit fine. The Bismarck is actually quite a fast ship. I think a lot of people underestimate her. So, and me for one, I almost underestimated her there. He put his spotter up so he can see me. Very smart. Okay, switching to AP and down he goes. Okay. Just going to loop back. That's the problem. The rudder shift on this boat isn't the best as destroyers go. She turns more like a cruiser, a light cruiser, than a destroyer. So I'm going to take a lazy long turn back into the cap and hook up with the Brandenburg and the Sherberg so we can push together. Okay, Lenin just took out their Hawk. Excellent. Well played, Lenin. It's a scary ship for Lenin. I was up against one of those the other day in Vladivostok, and yeah, fun times, fun times. She's scary. Well, our carrier has basically told me that there's nothing at B, which is good. I guess the Lightning's down at A, as is the enemy fleet. They're getting ready to defend A. So we can just push straight into B. No problems, no risks associated with that. Also, there's a nice couple of islands here that I can use to stay dark and at the same time set fires. Ipiranga's close. He's moving away again. What the? And there's the mains. And the Ipiranga got our Lenin. Damn it. Okay. Sherberg's opened fire on the mains. I'm smoking the Sherberg. Might as well enjoy a little bit of concealment, mate. Because I can use these islands. I don't really need smoke here. And we should be able to, between us, get his mains down. Just going to use the tail edge of this island here. Just get on that. And I want to get the cap before I start shooting. Very important, caps. Caps come first in my book. Caps always come first. He's grounded. That's funny. Okay. Alright. Grounded broadside against the Sherbug. What's the worst that can happen, right? Managed to jing those perfectly fine. Right, now we're dark. And we're lit. That could be the lightning. Then down he goes. Wow. Okay, I'm guessing the Sherbug citadeled him hard, and I just stole off the last sliver of his health. There's the carrier. Okay, getting some good hits in on the carrier. Until I'm not. That hitbox. Okay, he's turning in. He's turning in. Okay. And down he goes. Okay, good. Good, good, good. There's the Iparanga. He's looking low. And the team have definitely appreciated having me with them. That's great. They're a good team. They're a really good team. Okay, there's the lightning. See if we can get this guy. I'm hoping he hasn't got any smoke left. Okay, we've ambushed him quite nicely and we've hit him pretty hard. He's down to almost half health. He's trying to turn away to reduce the damage so he can fire back, but unfortunately, he's grounded. And then we just finish him off. And the enemy carrier gets his revenge. I do like a match where I get to sink the enemy carrier, though. I really do. That felt good. The more carriers I get to sink, the happier I am. Good game, good game. 364,000 credits, 3 ships sunk, and top of the team again. Okay, I'm going to compliment the Sherbug. He was solid, very solid play, and Lenin for basically holding out as long as you did and exchanging. Brandenburg, solid support from him. And there's a lot of love in the room right now. I'm just going to compliment the Lightning for hanging in there. 9k on the Lightning, 8k on the main, 6k on the Hornet, and 58,000 on the Bismarck, of which 31,000 of that was fires and floods. 82,000 total. 11k from the torpedoes, 33,000 from fires and floods. My goodness, that was all on the Bismarck, wasn't it? Pretty much. With the 40% booster on, we made, what, 294,174 credits. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Okay, the map's mountain range, and it's arms race. Interesting. Okay, I'm with a Vladivostok, Bismarck, Brandenburg, Otago B, Mainz, and of course my good self. And we've got a Key, a Zieten, an Anhalt, a Cheshire, a Harbin, and a Le Fantastic. or Le Fantasque. Interesting. French destroyer. He's a lot faster than me. One of the things about the Akizuki, one of its biggest failings is it's slow. Very slow. And we are a pretty easy torpedo target because of it. We can also not run away very particularly quickly either. So, against a fast, agile opponent like a Fantasque, if you're up against something fast, you want to try and bait him into your team. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this regen buff ahead of us to try and entrap the Le Fantasque. And the idea is that my fleet will shoot at him, and I just pray that some of these guys can shoot straight, because I am going to be relying on them to get him nice and low so I can finish him off. Okay. So there you go, already plotting the demise of their destroyer. Destroyers are really important in arms race, and if we can knock out theirs, it will give us a big advantage in the game. Because it's all about stealthily picking up buffs for your teammates and sneaking into and blocking the cap that eventually appears in 6 minutes time. 6 minutes and 50, that's right in the middle of my screen, right at the top. You can see there's a countdown timer to when that spawns. So, I'm getting ready to bail out. I'm going to smoke the Atego B. This is all part of the plan, by the way. I'm hoping the enemy team will think, oh no, he's... there he is. There he is. Now, I just keep him lit for the Atego. I can join in. He's closer than I thought he was going to be honest. So we can join in this to a certain extent. Hopefully he just wasted a reload booster. We can only hope. But more importantly, he opened fire. And sent torps, of course. Which is another reason why you really don't want to stain your smoke. Other destroyers love torpedoing Akizuki smoke, because they know that you're slow, they know that your rudder shift isn't the best, and that you may struggle to avoid their torpedoes. But we came out on top on that engagement. We did 5k to him. I don't see any spot damage, so I assume that my team did nothing. Top right corner. But he's 5k down. And he barely scratched us, so... good exchange. Now we can pick up the regen buff. But we all the time looking out for the... yeah, here he comes again. The Le Fantasque. We're just going to move away this time. Going to highlight him. And this time my team hit him for 4,511, 6,391, 8k. Okay, so my team hit him for 8k. I hit him for 5. So he's really hurting now. He's down to about half health, which is great. You can see him moving away there. Of course, there would have been a certain amount of damage reduction because of his French saturation. Okay. And you only get the true value from the spot damage top right. You don't get the damage reduction value. So he's not as damaged as I would like, but he's a hell of a lot more damaged than I am. And we have a regen buff, and now I'm going to get my health back. As you can see, bottom left, I'm regenerating. Now we're going to head over to the reload buff, which is also very strong for this game mode. Meanwhile, keeping the enemy team lit. Okay, the Bismarck's backed off. Very wise. We're being pushed. The enemy team is pushing. There's a Harbin and a Kai on the far flank that are pushing down. My friend in the Le Fantasque is back. And again, I'm disengaging. I don't really want to take a fight to this guy, because he is just going to do what he's doing now. He's just going to pick on me and then he's going to run away. But I think he's low enough now that we can finish him off. So there we go. Okay, if Brandenburg hadn't got him, I sure as hell would have. So that's their destroyer dealt with. Gone. Okay. We stayed with the fleet. We didn't push too far into the enemy side of the map. And now I can smoke up and enjoy the rewards, which is going to be farming down this guy. Got a fire on him. Because this is what the Akizuki really excels at, punishing battleships at push. Which is why she's a good pick for ranked. Yeah. Okay, you put the fire out. He's got one going and burning on the back. Someone else lit a fire on him. Okay. Now does he put the fires out? Yeah, okay, he's put the fires out. Yeah. Okay. I think I got confused because I'm actually seeing the fire flashes from his secondaries. That's funny. Okay, that's a perma-fire. Need to get at least one more, please. Come on, let's have another one, please. You know you want to. There it is. Okay, so we've got 2 perma, and then the Brandenburg takes him down. Okay. But as you can see, we had good control of that fight. The Kai was ours. There was no problems at all burning him down. And my team has cashed in. Now, however, we have lost our Ortega. I get the general impression the Ortega player is a relatively new player because he didn't really take full advantage of the smoke I gave him against the Fantastic at the beginning and failed to put any damage down on him. Now, I've got an Ortega and I can tell you the guns on the Ortega are super accurate. So give him time and he will learn. Okay, what did we just lose? Our Brandenburg. To the Harbin. Okay. Alright. So it's a pretty even match at the moment. Anhalt's looking a bit low. I want to stay hidden for now. I don't really want to give my position away just yet. I'm going to stay dark. The Mains and the Vladivostok are just exchanging shots with the Anhalt and the Zeton. The Cheshire is sitting right on the edge of the map there at the 9. And the Bismarck is, our Bismarck is returning to the fray. So I'm going to go and try and spot this Harbin for the team because he's floating around the cap that's going to be here in about 28 seconds. If you see top of center of my screen, in about 20 seconds time, the cap's going to spawn. And it's really important in arms race to maintain control of that. Because if you lose it, they get 10 points every second. Or just over a second. For 10 points, and that just keeps ticking till they win. So control of that cap is really important, and also it shrinks over time, so keeping control of it is really important. Can't stress that enough. I mean, this only pertains to arms race, but it is important. So we're going to pick up another regen buff for the team. We've got the Harbin lit. Now what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to put some early torps in, and then I'm going to try and lure the Harbin into my torps, because right now he looks like he's heading for the gap. But I've gone for an early launch, and I've launched a little further in over that reload buff, because and now what I'm doing is I'm opening fire, and I'm going to try and tempt him in. Did it work? We're about to find out. Yeah, he went over there. Top right. 2 hits. Yeah, we got him. He slowed down for the Vladivostok and started to shoot at the Vladivostok, and the torps caught him. Okay, good. Good. Had he run, the torps would have missed, but I gave him a little incentive. And the Vladivostok then added to that incentive, and he couldn't help himself. Excellent. Right, let's pick this up. Okay, so we've got a damage buff. Buffs are important too in arms race, but not so important that they're worth getting yourself killed for, okay? I've seen teams in arms race literally die to the last ship trying to get one regen buff, whilst the enemy team focuses them down. And sure, they got the regen buff, but they lost 3 ships doing it. Value. It's all about value. at the end of the day. Sometimes a team with no buffs wins, because the team that got the buffs spent way too much health pool to get them. They used up way too much health. Okay, so I'm running a little shy of the Zetan, but there's no reason why we can't support our Vladivostok here and join in the fray. He's got torps, Vlad. He's got torps. Uh-oh. There goes our Vlad, and we're even again. And more importantly, the Zetan has now taken complete control of the cap. If he caps that, we're going to lose this game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head south, go dark, and then to see the island at the bottom of the cap. I'll give you the coordinates. F5 on the mini-map. I'm going to use that island to block the cap. And I'm going to remind my team that they really want to be coming towards the cap now to contest. Because it's all about the cap now. Nothing else matters. Although I would like to sink this Zetan. I really would. Gonna leave some torps around. If nothing else, this will make him push him north. Hopefully off the cap. He's turning. There's no way he detected those with hydros, so he's probably using priority target, which is great. He's changing course. Very useful. Just reinforcing the issue here to my team, because I'm about to stick my neck on the line, because we need to block this before they cap it. So I'm moving on to the cap now. And it's blocked. So the timer stops. And they can't score any points because I've effectively blocked the cap. You can see it's formed a diamond. It goes to a square once you've capped it, but that's not going to happen now. Now there's no reason why I can't get some cheeky shots into the Zetan as he's going behind the island. So we'll do that. Get a fire and some defended medals. He fired back, but I jinked those. Yeah, quick jink. Yeah, use your acceleration mod. Okay, and now I'm going to put some more torps down in the channel here. Now, if he knows what's good for him, he'll stay on cap. But it looks very much to me like he's going to go off cap. How bizarre. It's down to 2-all. I've got the Bismarck, but unfortunately we lost another ship, didn't we? We lost our mains. Yeah. There's a little gap here. I don't know, it's a bit cheeky of me, but I think we'll just shoot through this. Yeah. Got another fire on him. That should be a perma-fire. Oh, and the Bismarck's got fires on him as well. Oh, he's in a load of pain. Look at that, he's got 3 fires burning. And my torps are on their way, but they're just out of range, I do believe. Yeah, they ran out. And he's off the cap. Now we can cap for the team. And they've just got the Anhalt left. It's their Anhalt versus our Bismarck. And our Bismarck is looking pretty healthy. So I think the Bismarck's got this. But I'm just going to take the cap because... and maybe join in on the Anhalt fight. But you can see, with as a destroyer player, you have a huge impact on how your team manages a match. You can't make them shoot straighter, unfortunately, okay? More's a pity. But you certainly can influence the match with good spotting, good smokes for your team, yeah. Contest caps and buff pickups, yeah. And at the same time, keep yourself safe. Don't stick your neck out too far. Don't get too greedy. Because it's really important, if you want to win the match, that you survive the match. Okay, we're getting some shells down on the anthill. I think some sort of umbrella might be in order. I say, it's raining high explosive rounds, old chap. Yes. Going after that blackguard in the Bismarck. I think the Bismarck has you. Yeah, Bismarck got him with the secondaries. What a game. My goodness, what a game. Whew. Oh, we got there in the end, didn't we? Wow. Wow, that was a good one. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at the Dev Strike, and we got a high caliber. And let's see, top of the team. Bismarck played well though, didn't he? So let's give him a compliment. I thought he played very well. Zeton for giving me something to worry about. You played well too, sir. Let's see how we did. 28,000 on the Harbin. That was 22,000 of that was torpedoes. 32k on the Zeton. 30k on the Kai. 5k on the Lefantask. 97k in total. 39,000 HE damage. 22,242 from the torpedoes. 36,000 fire damage. Right. No floods. Yeah, that HE, the fires are real. Okay, we had the 40% booster on, hence the reason we made 320,000 credits. I was running 800% because I want my Kitakaze. 800% on the captain for the 33,353 command experience. Very useful. Okay, so we got 396,815 credits overall. But after deductions, that was a bit less, wasn't it? So a quick look at the build. I'll show you that. Okay. So there's my Akizuki build at the moment. I am intending to take RPF with my last 4 points. So that'll be there. Okay. And I hope you enjoyed the match as much as I did playing it. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's the equipment I was running, by the way. And thank you all very much for watching. Thank you.